as some good crit damage onto Genyan Z. Genyan Z very, very low here. Not gonna be able to really deal much damage. He's gonna have to focus on himself rather than his targets, and unfortunately not going to be able to sustain himself. We are going to see Tanny very, very low here as well. Can he get the stomp out there? Nice rally there by Genyan Z, going to be able to grab Tanny as well, and we are going to see Tanny very, very low here. Stomp out onto Tanny, and Mini Ken dealing a lot of damage here. His health is very, very low here. We do want to see him try and pop his health. He is going to be blinded here for just a couple seconds here, popping that heal. Very, very nicely job here by Mini Ken here. And right now, we do see the point advantage still slowly shifting towards the members of Team Good Fights. A very, very good job there by both members of that team.
Yeah, they're holding up well. They got Batasai up quite quickly as well. The res is quite spot on. This is it's been quite constant in this tournament. The resing and the downing is very solid. There's not really been any instance where they've actually any team's been relatively poor. It may be more at downing than anything else, just because there has been a lot of resing to the CC to get people potentially off, maybe putting that poison on, so the resing is potentially slower. But Blue hitting this midpoint strong now. They've come back. They're 20, 30 points ahead. Yeah, I don't know. Where do you reckon we're going with this first game?
Right now it's really kind of too close to say. I do think that Good Fights is ahead at the moment, but we did just see a 2-cap come out from Team Disney Channel, and we are looking at Sir right now. He's quite low here, going to be able to pop his AoE heal there. Nicely done. A couple blast finishers coming up here, and going to be able to deal some heavy damage here onto Miniken. Miniken doing a good job at kind of keeping the steps, though, a point of contention there, and we are going to see Muffins here kind of coming around to the back here of the steps here, going to pop that tree there. Unfortunately, not going to be able to do much of anything as he goes over towards the area of the mine, and we are seeing Team Good Fights ahead by about 20 points, but we do see a significant amount of team fight advantage here going in favor of Team Disney Channel. 5 gauge going to be opened up here onto Muffins. Muffins going to be able to cap this mine there for his team.
We're looking at the bosses respawning at the moment. Now, these bosses are going to be essential for the teams. I'm wondering if they're going to pick them up or leave them till the end of the match, trying not to risk a potential steal from either team. But there's only 10 points in it. Red are ahead in the caps. Henge is being contested, but they're just slowly picking up the points. I'm not sure if they're going to... Yeah, they'll be able to get ahead on points. If the points stay the same at the moment and there are no kills, Red will win this. I know it doesn't look it at the moment, but those points will tick over. But... Oh, it's going to be interesting to see what's happening. Magic Toku is actually going down, so that's another 5 points potentially to Red if they can get him down. He's getting res now. Oh, he's back up. Oh no, they've got the boss. Red have just got the boss. They're only 15 points away from winning. Blue need to decap mine. They need to do something very, very quickly, or this is going to be the first match in the series. 1 out of 7 will be going to the Red, unless something really, really magical can happen in the next 1 second, which is not going to happen because it's 500 points to 466 for the Red team, who is indeed Disney Channel Twerk. Very, very, very awesome match there. All these matches in this tournament have been extremely close. Couple in the first round, not so much. But I think this has been one of the tournaments where everything has been so close, and it's really, really good to see.
No, I would definitely agree with that. I mean, the way that the closeness of each matches have been very, very well done with pretty much all the teams that we've seen so far. Every team has been just done a spectacular job at giving us some really intense matches here. And, of course, this is going to be a best of 7, everybody. So it looks like we are going to see Disney Channel take the first game in the best of 7 matchup. That puts them just 1 game ahead towards victory. Good Fights is going to be able to capitalize on this. We have seen them play very, very excellently on this map here. Of course, this is going to be Legacy of the Full Fire. Once again, the Guild Lord's going to play a heavy role in this matchup. Both teams very, very aggressive in their strategies and very, very great at dealing with the Guild Lords.
Yeah, they've been. I mean, it's going to be really, really interesting, this match. I don't even know what's going to happen. They're so close at the moment. These teams have got some sickening. I think Muffins, if if Blue don't take him out of this fight, he's going to be so influential, like he's been every single time we've seen him in Fofire. He's been the main influence behind them. I mean, Red they're keeping a 4-man fight going on while he goes around and decaps, so they need to counteract that. That's been exactly what they've been doing. Blue, not sure exactly what they've been choosing as their main tactic for this. It's very, very similar. So we'll see how that works against each other. I think we've seen a lot of boss kills actually in this map, more so than not, to be honest. So I don't know. We could just see it maybe getting quite close towards the end. Maybe time will play out again. We'll see.
No, I would definitely agree. The splits are going to really kind of tell us which team's going to be more aggressive and which team's going to be a little bit more defensive here. But we are going to see a possible 4 one-way split here as Sir gets caught a little bit on the rafters there. He's going to go over for the quarry there. So we're going to see a two split for Team Disney Channel going off onto the graveyard. And it looks like they're going to try and do some stealthy tactics here onto the graveyard. I'm not sure if that's going to play off into their favor here. We do see Genya and Z getting might be caught a little bit out of position here onto this tiny area here, but we do see Tanny actually dealing a lot of damage here, but taking a lot of damage here onto as well here. This is my DPS doing a good job at trying to keep the rest of his teammates alive here. Both teams do have both the side points capped here, so this is going to be a midpoint fight here. Tanny going down here, possibly going to be a first blood here, going to get rallied almost instantly. Mini Ken here taking a lot of damage here. He does have his heal, going to be using that. Is going to be a lot of condition damage up on him as well here. Immobilize is going to be also being portrayed here as well here. Going to pop that invulnerability here once again here. Tanny is the focus of Mini Ken here. Very, very low. Both Tanny and Magic Toker as well as Mini Ken very, very low here. Magic Toker going to be the first to go down here. Possibly going to get downsetted here. No, good, nice rally there by Magic Toker. Mini Ken here once again as well. Just make sure that they need to make sure that they do not let anyone go down too quickly here.
Yeah, indeed. Muffins, right. See how the points are ticking away here. We notice that Waterfall has been decapped. Guess who decapped it? Yep, our man, the Muffin Man, went and he decapped Waterfall, which takes out Magic Toker from the fight. It means Red can dedicate more people to the mid. So they have actually got Mini Ken down. He's just got Res back up again. Oh, yeah, good. He used Virtue of Resolve just to save his life there. He had his heal block up as well. But he's got a lot of damage going on him. He's got 1.2k. He's going to go down. Oh, there's a lot of cleave damage going down. Oh, look at the stealth. So good. That res was quality. Good job. He's getting back out, using Empower there, building up some might, getting a bit of healing out there. He's going to pop off a shout as soon as he gets into some more trouble, potentially for some regen and condition removal. They've switched it around. This is DPS guard is down. He is out of the fight there. The Blue have switched the fight around in the mid. They're not getting any points at the moment because again Muff has actually decapped the Waterfall. He is a real pain in the ass, this guy.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job at just making sure that he's doing his job. I mean, Thief's job is basically to decap points and just kind of roam around the map and be just an utter nuisance here. Unfortunately, Tanny is going to go down here as well. Possible rally here coming up here. Not sure if that is going to be the case. No, the stomp does kind of happen on Kenny. One thing we are seeing is that we are going to see Mini Ken here as well, dealing some good kind of stealth damage here. I'm not entirely sure if he's going to try and make use of that stealth. No, he's just going to attack right away and get out of that there. He's going to focus on DPS My Guard, doing a very good job at trying to keep this point here as contested as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, Muffins does go down here as well as Sir. So that is two members of Team Disney Channel going to go down here. And as again, we do see Team Good Fights just in complete control of this map. I think that this is going to be their map and their win, and just such a great team effort right now.
As long as they keep back capping, the Warriors gone to check again. There we go. They've started to realise what he's doing. Potentially listening to the stream as well. Me constantly going on about it, but it's just been the same for every team, and nobody's really learned. So I'm hoping Good Fights are going to actually potentially learn from this and make sure he's not going to hang around that point and look, they're actually pushing now in force to the waterfall. We've got the Ranger and the Warrior from Red potentially pushing over. Oh, looks like they're going to try from behind. They're going to try and sandwich. They're going to try and sandwich good fights in the middle at Graveyard potentially. They've actually come in at all angles. Oh, there's no visible focus on any particular target at the moment. It's all a bit messy. Probably the only person who's got any damage going on him at the moment is Muffins, who's down on the top. Needs to get down to his teammates. Oh no, he's just gone down. He just popped some stealth just before. Oh, but that's led Magic Toker's been able to go and decap Quarry. He might actually be able to get the cap there unless Muffins can get into Quarry very, very quickly. Oh, good fight, starting to pull away now. Oh, Magic Toker doing a good job. He's just stealth just off the point. So he's going to come in on Muffins just as he thinks he's gone away. This is going to be interesting. The fight of the thieves.
Nice line there by Muffins, kind of anticipating that possible gank there by Magic Toker. And it looks like that Muffins is just doing such a great job at just kind of decapping and capping his this point for his team there. Just a very, very good game sense going on right now. We do see Genyan Z doing a great job at also making sure that mid is just fully keeping contested for his team. Jebro, do we see any interesting tactics coming out from Disney Channel right now, or are they just completely sandwiched here in the middle?
I don't know. At the moment, Red Team are indeed recapping Waterfall. Unfortunately, Blue have just missed out again on the back point. I think they thought that they were going to hold it quite well there. I don't know. I mean, they're doing well. I mean, they've pushed Muffins away. They're trying to counteract him. They've done well, but someone else is now recapping the Waterfall. It looks like Red are trying to split away from the midpoint, not maybe realising that the fight isn't there at the moment and they need to push back around the map to try and split them up if they can, which is what they've started to do. So they're slowly picking some points back up. They've got another cap point. They've got they're too far, so now Blue are going to have to stretch out just so they can pick anything up, really. I think Red are probably going to... They're getting to a point now where they're 90 points behind, so they can pull back from this, especially with the Lord, of course, as well. So we'll see. How we go.
Right now they are behind by about 100 points, give or take a few, of course. And right now they do have a 2-cap advantage right now. But we're going to take a look at the waterfall area. We are seeing Denshi, who is playing the Warrior, also known as I Am Cat, and Steve kind of opening up on Wakey here. Muffin's trying to deal a lot of damage here. The 3K carrot just come out from Denshi, doing a very, very good job here. And we are going to see them go off into the blue territory here, which is going to be the graveyard, and we are going to see Wakey try and grab a stomp there. Unfortunately, Wakey does get stomped out there, and that is going to be a death there. Miniken, as well as a couple other members of the team Good Fight's going to be a little bit of trouble here. We are going to see a possible stomp here onto Miniken. Miniken is not going to go down. Very nicely done here by members of Good Fights, trying to keep their member alive here. I don't think Miniken is going to be able to survive the rest of this here. We do see 5 gauge being opened up on here by Muffins. Muffins in just such a high burst damage here. We are seeing 5 gauge trying to rush over to this point here to try and possibly decap it, but we are going to see DPS. My DPS going to be kind of playing some good security here. A 3-cap now coming out from Team Disney Channel. And we do see Good Fights in a world of trouble right now, Jebro. What can they do to come back from this?
They've just completely switched the fight round, really, in the time that we're talking, in about a minute's worth of time. We've seen this happen. I'm looking at the clock now as well. Teams need to be aware that we only have 6 or so minutes left, so they need to push their points ahead. And I do think a Lord kill, rather, is a weird time to do it, is probably going to be very, very beneficial for a team at the moment, especially if they get it right now. I mean, 2 or 3 minutes. I don't think this is going to end at 500. If I'm honest, we'll see how we go. I mean,
probably not.
They're pushing Waterfall now. They're trying to push them off. Quarry's being hit as well. It's contested. Oh, Magic Token needs to try and stay there, but I think he knows that mid's open. Yeah, they must be talking to each other in chat, saying, "Look, there's 4 in the mid. 4 at Waterfall and 1 with Toker at Quarry." So they know, right? Yeah, they've gone to pick it back up. Red have just switched ahead 60 points there. Tanny's just going to try and see if he can keep the decap. Oh, good move. Stretching the points even further now. Blue need to potentially go for a Lord kill to get 150 points ahead. Well, they won't get 150 points ahead. They'll probably just about cut back in. But they need to do something here really badly to get back in this.
You know, right now, if we actually take a look at the gates, none of the gates are actually killed or have any damage on them whatsoever. So even if Team Disney Channel wanted to go in for a Guild Lord kill, they would still have to kill that gate and kind of alert the Good Fights team that their Guild Lord is going to be under attack shortly. Now, they did just take Quarry, so Quarry is going to be going over to the side of Team Good Fights, and we did just see Denshi actually go down here. A nice rally there onto Denshi, but this is my DPS going to be very, very low here, popping his heal, giving himself some nice health there. Unfortunately, Denshi goes down here once again. Miniken being the focus fire of DPS, my DPS once again here. Taking a look at Muffins, unfortunately, Muffins does go down here, and we're going to see Red Team completely reset and leave the waterfall in contention of the Good Fights. So Good Fights going to possibly have a 2-cap on their hands.
Yeah, they're trying to pull it back. They're 100 points behind. They need to do something now to get this back. They need to go and kill. They need to potentially start working on the Lord, or start working on the doors at least. They've got 2 points capped, so in about 40 seconds or so they're going to be hitting around 350, so they need to be ready. So someone needs to get on the door. They need to everyone pressure mid, someone start nailing the door of red, and they can potentially steal this back. We might hit 500 just about, so by now Blue need to be start moving really. Either that or keep their points, but Cat has indeed gone for the decap on Waterfall. It's only going to take unfortunately he got the decap, so he's kept Wacky out of the fight for at least another 10 seconds or so for the mid. Sir just going off down at the mid as well. It looks like he's going to get the res off him. Yep, he's got it up. He's still got his heal off cooldown. He's got one of his spirits back up. He's just got a Sun Spirit. He's going to pop that now. That's a good job. He's got all the rest of his dodge, but he's going to be out for a good while now as well. Yeah. So we do see Mini Ken's just gone down there on the point. He's still got his second, but he's just been stealth, so he's going to get that res off. Yes, still got a couple of shouts up as well. So he's going to be able to get rid of those conditions, get some stability and some regen back up so he can get back in this fight. Do see that Sir is still getting pressurized. He's been hovering at about 5 or 6k for a while now, health-wise, but he's still up. He's just got his heal back up as well. As you can see, he's gone for that lightning reflexes as well as the 2 spirits, which is a very, very good option, especially to maneuver around the point and such, when just in case he hasn't got his spirits up, which he's got up now. Potential to use them, not really worth it, just because they're outnumbering them on the point. Blue do have now a 2 versus 1 cap. They could rush the Lord. They're going to do it.
Both teams are very, very potential rush lords, and that's exactly what Genyan Z is going to do. He is going to go for the Guild Lord of the Team Disney Channel. He can dish out a significant amount of damage right now.
He did it before as well, I believe.
The red team is not aware of this. We are going to see a 5 gauge come up here as well, so this could be a potential win here for Team Good Fights. This is going to be very, very close here.
Very close.
At about 50% HP here.
Oh, they're going to get it.
Disney Channel, and this is going to be the
interrupt. Yes.
Good Fights.
Oh!
Good Fights.
Very good there from Good Fights. Sick match. That was really good from them. They really pulled it out there, but pulled it together towards the end of the match. They completely flipped it round, and now we're at 1-1.
1-1, and next map is going to be Battle of Kylo. The teams have requested a short break to gather themselves and discuss some strategies, so we're going to acknowledge that. So we're going to be back here in just a few moments, guys. Give it about 2 or 3 minutes.
Last chance.
And welcome back to the first annual Apples and Axes Open Tournament, to the grand finals. This is going to be a best-of-7 matchup. We are in game number 3 versus Team Disney Channel in the red trunks and Team Good Fights in the blue trunks. This is going to be an exciting matchup, Jebro. I know I'm excited. I know everyone else excited. Let's look at the splits here. What do we got so far, man?
We got 3 going. It looks like we got a... very interesting. Both going for the Treb. Both Fiefs going for the Treb, actually. Haven't they got that speed there to hit the potentialness? Oh, he's doing well. Oh, who is that? That is indeed the Engineer. He's actually hitting at the... it's 5 gauge, sorry. Is he using those grenades? So that's pretty much the only one, really, who can actually hit the Treb from range, and it's pretty much just with the grenades as well. You need to hit a pretty damn sweet spot, so that's not an easy thing to do as a new player, but it's when you got some experience, you can take down that Treb pretty quickly. He hasn't taken it all the way down. He's taken it down to only just over halfway, but they know that he can kill it, and put some AoE on the guy who's on there, so they're actually completely avoiding using that Treb now. Blue doing the same as well, as they've got some damage, the same damage on the Trebs, but the Feast's actually gone back to the Treb at red. It is Muffin, so he's going to be using that very, very intelligently. We'll see.
Yeah, unfortunately, we do see a kind of a large battle here at the mid area here. No team's really going to come out on top here, but we are going to see a Trebuchet just deal a significant amount of damage here onto the Team Good Fights right now. They are just dealing a lot of damage here, but they're actually being able to keep up with the Team Disney Channel's Trebuchet very, very well here. We're going to see Magic Toker actually come in here as well here, try and burst down Denshi. Denshi going to possibly go down here. That is going to be the first stomp out here from the Team Good Fights. Good job there on Magic Toker. Tanny actually, and then Sir going to be the focus here of Magic Toker. Magic Toker and Stealth going to use that short bow from the high ground on to the areas of the middle area portion here. We are going to see Tanny very, very low here. Once again here, a lot of condition damage coming out here onto Tanny. The health is not going to be able to sustain her much longer. She's going to be using that evade there. Unfortunately, not going to be the case here. We are going to see 5 gauge actually cap the mansion completely uncontested here, as well as we are going to see some interesting fights here as onto the windmill here. We are going to see Sir versus Wanky. Wanky doing a great job using that combustion shot to deal some nice condition damage here. Unfortunately, he is immobilized here from Sir. Sir doing a great job at keeping this point contested here. Going to be dropping that Storm Spirit here as well, trying to deal some damage here onto Wanky, and both sides here really not coming out on top right now. We are going to change over to DPS. My DPS here onto the midpoint, going to be popping a couple bubbles here, and looks like Minican going to possibly go down here, and that is going to be a stomp here onto Minican going down here as well, and that is going to be a 3 death for Good Fights, and it looks like Team Disney Channel is going to be able to capitalize on this very, very quickly.
Yeah, they've moved. They've done well to kill all the blue team in the mid. So now they've actually moved out to the close point, whether or not Tani is actually going to go for the full recap of the... she is indeed. She's going to go for the full recap I mentioned, pulling Blue away to the close point. I don't think Minnie's going to get in there. Oh, he is. Minnie Ken's just got in there, and the Ranger is there as well. Hopefully they can catch Tanny off guard here. Should have maybe gone for the decap rather than the full cap, but this is my DPS guard is coming in now. We're going to see how much damage he can do beneficially here. More support and more CC, as you can see, he's got the hammer there, still got that knockback, so it's going to be good to potentially knock someone out, try and keep the point contested. He's still got Sanctuary as well, just in case someone goes down there, or he gets the down. He can put that over the top of them, and he can essentially get the down with that as well. So we'll see how he's still got standing ground as well, so he's got stability, he's got a lot of stuff that's going to help them potentially win this fight. I mean, Tanny's almost down, so still got the elite, which is just coming off cooldown, so he's going to pop that. He's got to pop it now. Oh, didn't get it off. He got interrupted. He's just going to get down here, I think. Oh no, he got the race very, very quickly there. Now he's got the elite up. His spirits are coming off cooldown in 1 or 2 seconds, so he's going to pop them off now, or should be as soon as he can. He's not actually popping them up. He's got to get them up now. It's going to go down. Oh, big mistake there from Tony. But this is my DPS card, just getting the heal off. Now he can get the spirits up and put that heal down to get himself up. But he's not actually doing it. He's just got enough support coming off the back of this is my DPS. And we do see that Genyen just had to back off the point, getting a lot of damage put on him there. It's going to switch to his point of view. He's got...
Oh, so much burst damage coming out from onto Genyen Z. Going down almost instantaneously here. I do believe that Muffins is in the fray now. Yes, he is now. He is going to be focusing onto 5 gauge now. Unfortunately, Muffins goes down almost instantaneously here as well. Going to pop that Shadow Escape there as well here. Tanny, just still alive. This fight has been going on for a long time here. She is going to pop the AoE heal here as well once again. Muffins very, very low here. Can he get rallied? I don't think he's going to be able to here. Tan going down here as well here. We are going to see Wakey here once again, trying to deal some nice stun damage here onto Tanny. I think this is going to be the final death of Tanny. Yes, and the point is going to go towards Team Good Fights. But unfortunately, right now, we do see Team Disney Channel ahead by about 50-ish points here, coming up onto the 9-minute mark here. So both teams very, very close. Both teams know how to use this map very, very effectively here. Taking a look at Miniken into the middle area, going to go down here from Sir as well as DPS My Guard. Not entirely sure what his thinking was going into a 3 versus 1 fight here. We are going to see 5 gauge from the window trying to throw some grenades here to deal some AoE damage. If we take a look at his point of view here, a lot of numbers coming out from him as well. But unfortunately, DPS My Guard actually going to be going down here very, very quickly here. We do see Wave of Light here almost going to be popped here. We're going to see Wakey try and stomp him as well here. And that's going to be a stomp here onto Wakey. And unfortunately, DPS My Guard going to go down here as well. Taking a look at the point, Evgeny Z here over onto the windmill here, doing a great job at trying to contest this point here onto the windmill. And unfortunately, we do see Tanny going down as well as some heavy damage being dealt here to Genyen Z, doing a great job. Both Rangers doing a good job at dodging and just kind of dealing damage, enough damage to just completely pop off the health here over at Windmill. Wakey going down here, going to get rallied here once again. Toker going down here again. And, just both teams, it's just such a great and fair kind of play right now. No team seems to be ahead at this point.
Not really. It's still a bit early to tell. I mean, Blue got the handicap point now. And they're starting to pull their points back. There's quite a good mid-fight going on. Just going to go and have a look at 5 gauge, have a look at his spec. Yeah, he's running Elixir S. He's running that toolkit for a bit more defensive abilities as well. Also, really good, that toolkit for pulling off the... anyone off a point, or trying to pull them towards him potentially to focus down, and they can pull him into him, just burst the guy down really, really fast. So he's good, is a good little combo of a thief actually. He's using the rifle. You guys like the rifle over here? Yeah, there you go. He's got the magnet, so he's trying to pull the guy. There you go. He just saw him using it. He used the magnet, pulled him off the point, and they did indeed contest it. So that was a very good little move there. So they're going to get that contestation. They've committed fully to the mid, which meant they've actually lost a point elsewhere. He's actually going to continue to chase him, the DPS guard, towards Windmill now. And he's doing a very good job, 5 Gauge. He's got a nice little spec going on. He knows how to play these. The engineer can be quite complicated at times. You've got a lot of stuff to manage in terms of kits and moving them around, and then using all the best abilities from those kits, and remembering the cooldowns. So even though you've got a lot, and people may think it's quite easy to play, it's completely the opposite.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the just kind of one of the best things that 5 Gauge is doing right now is just he's able to really capitalize on where his positioning is with those grenades, and as well as that magnet, just really kind of doing a great job. As you can see, he's actually giving Muffins kind of a run for his money there. He actually saw Muffins and kind of pushed him back off the point there. Those grenades just dealing a lot of damage right now, and we are going to see him just kind of try and take down Tanny. Tanny actually forced to leave this point here. And one thing that we are also going to see is Tanny also going to be pushed back pretty much out of the point completely here, and going to be using a lot of skills to try and get away there. So great job there by 5 Gauge. Looking back onto the mid area here, we are going to see Genyan Z dealing a good number of damage to Denshi. Denshi, of course, playing one of the warriors here for Team Disney Channel. And Genyan Z still has all of his spirits up. He does have his lead up here as well. And Tandy actually going to go down here towards 5 Gauge. 5 Gauge doing a great job at keeping a lot of the members of Team Disney Channel kind of on their toes here. Muffins not being as effective as he was last match. Of course, you know, the Battle of Kylo is very, very situational as far as the Thief goes. He's going to have to really try and make use of this. He's going to actually pop onto Magic Toker here right now and burst him down to about half health, going to be going down almost instantaneously there. And can he grab the rest of them? Yes, he's going to be able to, and this is going to be a possible stomp here onto Magic Toker as Muffins finishes him off with that DPS build there. And we are going to look at 5 Gauge here once again, doing a good significant amount of damage onto that rifle, as well as trying to focus on my DPS guard here as well, and dealing just a lot of damage here. Both teams, again, just so evenly matched right now, Jebro.
Yeah, Blue's still keeping the cap points ticking away now at Mansion, doing quite well, just trying to contest the red points at the moment. They're contesting their home, they're contesting the mid. No one really going for the Treb, apart from the Thief, who's a little bit delayed by actually using it. Is just trying to keep off Muffins at the moment, as he tries to. Yeah, he's trying to get out there to try and destroy it pretty much, and just try and keep Toker off that at the moment. So it looks like in the mid, gonna just drop in. Oh, this is my DPS guard is going down at the moment. He did just get it, so he's back up. It's back down again. Oh no, he looks like he's not gonna have much luck in getting. He is indeed down. That was a nice little down there by those guys. So 5 Gauge is right in there, being defensive with that toolkit there as well. We see. Oh, Wacky is in there. He's just trying to build it. He's just being the tank there for a bit. Also, we've got Genyan up there as well. Got some of his spirits on cooldown. Needs to try and pop those off if he can. Intense fight, so maybe... Oh, they're actually outnumbering in the mid, so it doesn't want to waste all his cooldowns. Potentially, we've got more of red coming into the mid now, as they're actually they're contesting the Mansion of the Rome. Muffins coming back into play. He's actually very, very, very key. They need to still keep remembering he is actually still hanging about on the map. And he just jumped off the point there, potentially a bit too early. Maybe could have capped it, meaning that they would have had to decap it even more to get that point. But it does look like the Thief Toker is actually hitting Windmill. Now he's recapping that. So blue team getting those points back, getting the outside points back, and now moving to the mid. They're going to get some sandwich action going down here right now.
Yeah, it looks like Magic Joker and a little bit of World of Hurt going to actually pop that Whirlwind ability there that he stole from one of the Warriors and try and deal as much damage as possible to Sir. Sir not going to have any of that. Let's see if Toker can actually burst him down here. Not doing a really good job at trying to burst him down, so he's going to actually be forced to retreat and go the opposite way here. But we are going to see Muffins try and grab this Trebuchet, but it looks like he has been denied by 5 Gauge's grenades. 5 Gauge going to try and grab up to... It looks like he's going to go back to his close point, which is very, very odd because no one is actually there. But we are going to see Tanny actually try and contest him as well, but not going to actually do much of anything. Unfortunately, we are going to see Tanny come up from the stairs here onto the clock tower. Clock tower being a pretty pretty heavy point of contention here once again here. We do see Magic Choker being focused a little bit down here, and he is going to try and grab up DPS My Guard, but he fortunately going to be rallied here once again here, and it looks like Magic Choker going to be forced away here by Sir. Sir doing a great job at just trying to make sure that he stays out of the fight there. We are going to see Wacky very, very low here, as well as Genny and Z. Genny and Z is going to actually get rallied here again. Magic Choker very, very low here once again. Very just really trying to stay alive as much as possible. Training and DPS My Guard and Denji are going to go down here for Team Disney Channel, and that's going to be a 3 death here for Disney Channel, and it looks like they're going to take advantage of your Team Good Fights pulling ahead just ever so slightly. Again, Jebro, we have 1 minute left. 1 minute left in this matchup, and both teams are very, 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 very low as terms of time. And right now, I don't think that Team Disney Channel is going to be able to capitalize on this. They need to 2-cap very, very quickly here and hold it, but I don't think that they're going to be able to. I think this is going to be going towards the good fights as well as game number 3.
They need to get the points. They need to get them now. They've got 30 seconds to get like 100 points. It ain't going to happen, unfortunately. There's no fast way of getting any 100 points, to be honest, really. If this was Fire, we could possibly have seen some kind of Guild Lord move here, but yeah, the clock's run out and this has happened again. I've not really been in many tournaments or watched many tournaments, but the clock keeps constantly running out. Maybe we need to get a bit of an extension here, because we're not even at 450. Oh, we might hit 450 now on kills. But blue team will take this. Good Fights hitting it to 2-1 against Disney Channel. By all means, very close match, to be honest, because we get to this point and things can still change round. But the time, unfortunately, is another tactic you also have to kind of take into effect, especially now.
Yeah, both teams just so evenly matched on this map. I think that, once again, this just really shows the skill of both these teams. The next map, that's a map and an apple combined. I don't think that's an actual thing. The next map is going to be Temple of the Storm. We have not seen this one, but this is one of our maps in the map rotation for our best of 7. And this is going to be an interesting map. Both teams have not actually been playing on this map at all this entire tournament. So, Jebro, why don't you explain the buff system and how it works?
Oh, I get to explain this. Awesome. Okay, right. This is the Temple of the Silent Storm. So we're going to go through this quick, slowly. I'm just going out to the map. So Brazil can go and do that as well on the stream. We have 3 contestation. We have 3 points for the teams to cap. It is indeed Conquest once again. So we got Gate, which is in the south. We do have Temple, which is in the northeast for the red close point, and we have the Altar, which is for the blue close point in the north. West side of the map. There are many buffs which appear on this map. There's Ferocity, which is a +3 team points per kill. So you get a kill, you get 3 points for that kill, which appear just right near pretty much where the red and blue team come out of their spawn, just the top of the gate, top of the stairs near there. So you can get those, and they do actually stack. So you can get 6 points per kill. A lot of people don't go for that as much as they probably should, in my opinion. You can really rack up some points. I mean, if you get a team wipe, that's 5 times 6. That's 30 points for your team, just from some kills. So I'd like to see teams trying to utilize those a bit more. We've got the Stillness, which pops up in the middle. It's just in between Altar and Temple. You can see the light shining out at the top there, which also very, very, very good buff. It gives you double points per tick on each point you have. So if you got 3 points, you're gonna get a double of all of those. And after that ticking over, you can get that with a combination of Tranquility, which is at the base of the map, which actually flips all of the points over to your team's side. All of these points, to actually get these buffs, you need to do meditation for like about 3 or 4 seconds, and that can be interrupted. So a lot of interrupts on this are going to be coming out. We're going to see a lot of plays for that tranquility buff downstairs. Only pops up twice, around 8 minutes, and 8 minutes 30 and 2 minutes 30. So we're going to see that potential plays on that, and with the map going the way it is and the length of time, tranquility could actually come up twice in one match.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see what both teams are actually going to be using on this map, because tranquility is just such a key point in this map. I mean, just being able to instantly have all those points if you get that buff, it's just so impressive. Ferocity is also really, really good, but I think the key buff in this map really is stillness. Stillness is going to be just a multiplier of points for as many points as you cap. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I like this map. I think it's a good one for these guys to fight it out on. I mean, it's 2-1 to good fights. I mean, we've had so many matches there, it almost feels like that's the wrong score. But I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing this, just because we've not seen these two teams on this map. So the potential for anything to just go completely, I was going to say something bad there. I can still say it because I'm English. Tits up. It basically is very, very, very likely. Just because they haven't really been playing this map much, and it's completely different tactics.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to see just a pretty standard split on this map, 1-1 for both of the close points, and we're going to see gate being the kind of heavy point of contention here. But one thing that engineers can do is kind of set up on this high point here and just rain down a lot of grenades here onto this gate area, and that's really going to play a really kind of a key role here. Of course, we do see ferocity being spawned on both sides now, and we are going to see gate being in a very, very high point of contention. Of course, no teams are going to be going for that ferocity buff just quite yet here, and we are going to see a necromancer changed up for Team Disney Channel. That's going to be a little bit different in their rotation now, and looks like we are going to see good fights sticking with the exact same build that they were doing. Unfortunately, Mija, which is going to be the necromancer for Team Disney Channel, going to go down pretty quickly here, and it looks like unfortunately that is going to be going down very, very quickly. So first blood goes to Team Good Fights, and it looks like we are going to see muffins here not going to be as useful in this matchup here because of how clustery the team fights can grab here. Both teams still have not gone for any of the buffs, Jebro. I think that is going to be a huge mistake for both teams.
I just saw, just as you see that, Muffins has actually gone over to alter to decap. I think potentially he'd probably stay for the cap just because it's quite a long way off from another point, but the warrior from blue has just realised what's happening, and we do see that Medj is running over to alter as well. We finally see a necro. Awesome. Why aren't these teams playing necros? I don't know if necro's just not a very popular thing in NA at the moment, but necro is still very, very powerful, especially in terms of control, the fear, the terror spec. So I'm just going to jump in on Medj and just quickly check out the spec there. It's just in Death Shroud on 1.2k health. He did go down there quite quickly against Free. Muffin was doing the right thing there to try and actually get some ranged damage off on him. He's getting a res, actually. Nice stealth res. Oh, that was really good. He's running a really interesting spec with Spectral Grasp there. Oh, that's good for focus. That is very good for focus. Also using the Flesh Golem there, which is very good for control. Another reason to keep it. This looks like very much a power-based build. Some healing and regen there as well. I'm just going to nip in and have a look at the traits quickly, try and recognise this. Yeah, it's more of a power build, to be honest. It is a very nice build. Not seeing many people playing this actually, but yeah, trying to use that Death Shroud, trying to get some more life force, especially while using the Spectral Grasp and Spectral Walk. It looks like this is potentially kind of a hybrid Death Shroud power build.
Yeah, actually, right now we do see Team Good Fights in a very, very commanding lead over Team Disney Channel right now. We do see Magic Toker try and open up on Tanny right now, using the steps to his advantage and trying to dodge using that crippling shot there, trying to deal as much damage as possible. Tanny very, very low here, but we do see Stillness appearing, and it looks like Denshi is going to take this completely uncontested, but we do see Magic Toker come up and try and grab it. Again, Stillness is going to be very, very important for Team Good Fights to actually grab it. And one thing that is going to be very, very important is that if Team Good Fights can actually grab Stillness, they're going to double their points essentially per tick as the Stillness buff is being fought over right now. We do see Muffins trying to target fire Wakey. Wakey doing a great job at trying not to die, but unfortunately we do see that stealth come out there for Muffins, and there is going to be some issues now coming up for Muffins. Muffins doing a good job at AoE downing the rest of the Good Fights team there, and wow, just a great commanding lead here from Good Fights.
Yeah, they're doing well here. They're pushing over to Temple. Red now are just trying to get a point, really, trying to contest the point, really, more than anything. Red, they need to try and pull this back. Good Fights are being really, really strong at the moment. They're pulling these matches back. I mean, Disney Channel in the first match looked a lot more. Oh, Medj just went down there on the point, did get the res. He's got his cooldown back up. He does have that Well of Suffering, so he's going to pop that down, get some vulnerability on his enemies. But no, unfortunately, it's just too much damage going down on him there from 5 gauge, and the other guys did get a stealth res, trying to get that up, so he's going to put down some conditions on him as well. It's just so much coming down on him at the moment. Tanny and Muff just trying to get anything up on him. Oh, he's got his heal back. He's back up as well. Nice one from Red. So they're not, even though they're 100 points behind, they are going to be actually contesting this quite well. They've actually got it open, and they've got Temple, so they're pulling the points back slowly. They will be starting to get them as long as they can get the kills, but they're not getting the buff to get the extra points for those kills. We do see the Necro is just getting focused down hard, and I think this is unfortunate for them. This is my DPS guard also going down there, and Tanny and Muff. So there's a big, massive wipe going down at that point.
Almost a full team wipe here onto Team Disney Channel. What just a wonderful job here by Team Good Fights, just showing that they know this map very, very well. It looks like Team Disney Channel is having a little bit issues with this map. I'm not entirely sure if they have a lot of experience with this map. Just from the kind of the way that they're playing, it looks like that they're a little bit newer to this map and not used to playing this on a highly competitive level. Of course, this map just being just a wonderful map to kind of show what team is just really, really good at making sure that their team communication is always on point there. Stillness is not up there, but Ferocity is going to be up here as well, and Tranquility has just appeared. Mini Ken is taking this completely.
Got no congestion other than
DPS my card. Just grabbed it now, and this is going to be an interesting fight there. We are going to see Mini Ken and DPS my guard here. Going to be Guardian versus Guardian, so really both teams aren't going to be able to do much. We are seeing looks like a Stillness is going to be in favor of Team Good Fights, and that's going to be essentially doubling their points that they get. I mean, just look how fast they're ticking up points right now. This is just insane, right? DPS my guard. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. They're both just kind of looking at each other, and it looks like I'm not sure if Team Disney Channel has given up or not. They're really just trying to make sure that they're dealing as much damage as possible. Muffin's trying to desperately grab some damage onto Token as well as 5 gauge. 5 gauge getting knocked back here once again here, attempting to go for the altar. Altar going to be slightly contested in favor of the Team Good Fights here. It is going to be a almost 210 point advantage here for Team Good Fights. Team Good Fights in just such a very, very big commanding league here. We're going to see Genyan Z being stomped out here by the Necromancer from Team Disney Channel, and he's going to be interrupted here, possibly getting rallied here from his teammates. Not sure that's going to be able to actually be happening here. We are going to see Wakey try and rally there. Nice interrupt there by Wakey. Wakey doing a great job, almost being able to rally Genyan Z. Genyan Z very, very high. A nice rally there onto Genyan Z by Wakey. Tanny going down here as well. It's just so much stuff going on right now. Just Team Good Fights is just such a great lead.
I want you to shift the camera down to Tranquility. We have a little bit of a standoff between Mini Ken and Epic. They're just both sitting down, realizing that unless they get some kind of support, I don't know who's more laid back. I think this is my DPS guard is probably good. Is probably a little bit more chilled out. Maybe Mini Ken will ninja it away from him. We'll be back and very soon to see how this fight plays out.
Yeah, they're both just kind of having a tea party there, just kind of sitting down. I think that Team Good Fights knows that they are in such a higher commanding lead here. They are showing a lot of respect here for Team Disney Channel as both of them just kind of sit there and kind of have some tea. But, we are going to see some good fights here coming out from Team 10 Gauge as well as the Necromancer, and that is going to be game number 4 in favor of Team Good Fights. Just such a commanding control lead on this map.
Yeah, they got 3-1 in the bag now. I mean, that was pretty quality. Damn.
Right now, Team Disney Channel is looking at an all-kill at the moment. They have to win the next few matches almost pretty much indefinitely, or else they are going to be second place in the grand finals. All Team Good Fights has to do is win one more matchup, and the last match is going to be Spirit Watch, guys. This is going to be really, really interesting to see how teams handle this map. This map is not played in a lot of competitive play, and this is going to be very interesting to see how well teams handle this.
Yeah, I don't know, really. This map is, should be interesting.
We'll see. Well, if the teams do not want to play, then that's okay. So,
it might be an interesting one to actually just play. There is no strategy. There isn't really many strategies. But
all right. So,
yeah, I think they're sad.
So the teams were kind of getting trolled a little bit there. I tried, I really did, but they don't want to play this. But we're going to move on to the next map, which is going to be a even map for both teams, and I think that's the best way to actually handle this. I was thinking about putting Skyhammer in there just for fun, but I don't think that would have been an interesting matchup there. So we're going to move on to the Forest of Niflheim for the final matchup here. Possibly, if Team Disney Channel can turn around and do an all-kill, then it'll be very, very impressive because we will actually see them coming back onto Temple. They have to win, they have to win 4 games, Jebro. Or 3 games, excuse me.
Yeah, they need to come back pretty strongly here. I mean, I'm looking at the chat, and I'm just going to say that in NA, you guys don't play Necro, but we play Necro very, very well in EU. It's still a very, very strong class. There's been no debuff or there's been no nerf to it. It's just people have got a lot more condition removal now. Mm-hmm. But there's still very strong classes. They don't just do conditions. They do awesome power builds. They do great Terra Fear builds. They are so useful in team fights at spreading conditions, then taking conditions away from their team, and the support is there. The meta is the meta, and there are other specs out there. The whole hammer longbow thing, that spec was out there for ages. It took months for guys to pick that up. So this whole meta thing, I kind of wish people would kind of get over it a little bit, because there are so many specs out there, and I'm going to give whoever changed over to the Necro big props for actually changing over to a class we haven't seen much in this fight and changing around the way they play for the map. And he went to a desperate, potentially a desperate level to try and do it, but he was using his initiative, trying to play the team to a different advantage. So fair play, and that's what they need to do to try and change this up, and it takes balls to do that.
No, I would definitely agree. So the splits are going to be coming out here. It's going to be about 1-1-4. It looks like Wanky's going to actually go for the close point of good fights, and we are going to see Sir, go for the close point of Team Disney Channel. Again, guys, Team Good Fights is up a significant amount of wins here. They are up 3-1 versus Disney Channel. They are going to have to perform an all-kill to actually win this tournament, guys. And we are going to see the first point of contention come up for Team Good Fights. Genyan Z, very, very low here, about half HP there. He is actually stuck. And I'm not sure if he's going to be able to really do much of anything right now. Going to look at Magic Choker here as well here. It's going to be a very, very interesting time to see how well both teams can actually grab this and see if both teams can kind of put a very, very heavy point of contention onto this keep here.
Yeah, they're both fighting over this point at the moment. We do see that Red Team are trying to head back over to Henge. He's going to maybe get in contested, see if the Warrior can get in there. Oh, I just did, so I didn't get any contestation off there. Wondering whether or not he's actually just going to run away. Yeah, he's just going to, Batterside is just going to run away there, just make sure he doesn't actually die and give Blue any potential pointage. Or maybe just pull away, try and ninja back in. We don't know, but oh no, he's done it again. Oh no, it's Magic Toker. Yeah, Magic Toker just went over to the red team's close point, doing what Muffins does so well, taking the hints from his play. We haven't seen him move out yet and actually go for that decap. The Warrior did also, the Ranger from red did actually go for the decap, but didn't get it. I think Muffins is probably good at sticking to that, because he's got the speed and the stealth to move around the map.
Yeah, you know, right now, Team Good Fights and Team Disney Channel both have 1 point, but Disney Channel is up by about 20 points right now. We are seeing Muffins trying to focus out Genyan Z. Not going to be able to do much of anything right now, unfortunately. Torque are going to get a little bit of contention here. No one is still going for the mine. It's completely uncontested, undefended. It's free points right now, guys. You guys need to go for it. And we are going to see Wanky actually being targeted by Muffins. Muffins trying to grab him. Nice evade there by Wanky, completely screwing up the burst damage from Muffins, but eventually going to be able to capture him and down him. Unfortunately, going to be a little bit of some damage also going out here to Wanky as well. Not going to be... he actually gets knocked off very, very far from the point there. 5 gauge still up on top. Both teams just focusing on mine right now. Or, excuse me, keep.
Yeah, we've got a lot of guys hanging around the keep, not really standing on it, and we go Rangers moving back onto it now. We've got 3 guys at keep from red. We've only got 5 gauge really bothering them now. They're starting to move away after Wakey's gone down. I think 5 gauge is just going to try and really range from the top. He's got grenades and whatnot, so he can range down the pets of the Ranger from quite a way away, so he's not going to get affected too much. So it's a good way for... He's just going to sit there and bother them, really, to be honest. I mean, they've both got the kills pretty much at the same time there on both bosses, so they've both got stat boosts, so it's not going to really be any bonus for them there other than just 25 points each. But yeah, I mean, we're seeing there's a lot of fight below the keep as well, just running around kind of chasing each other at the moment. It's just quite interesting. Oh, Blue going over for mine now.
Gosh.
Wacky decapping.
Magic Joker going down very, very quickly there. And my tornado warning siren is going off in my neighborhood. So, Jebro, I'm going to check the weather. You continue casting, please.
Okay, yep, no worries. If just leave it on a general fight, I guess, in the mid, I suppose, and I'll just cast on that. Yeah, we see 5 gauge in the mid. He's still hanging around. Oh, that was such a good move just to get away from I Am Cat. He just jumped straight across there. I believe it was with the 5 skill on the rifle. Just see DPS guard on the point there. Oh, Muffins has just gone down on the point. He's getting a res now. He is back up indeed. We see Sir Batterslight is just over towards mine, just trying to hold that contested if he can. Red are pulling it back. Disney Channel look like they're going to be coming back into this fight. Never thought I'd say that ever in my life. 5 gauge is back on the other side. He was just at now. We see Muff is ranging into the mid. There's a lot of damage going into the mid at the moment from both from both of sides. Oh, Muff has just decided to go over to 5 gauge now just to see if he can do anything to keep him out of the point. Oh, he's actually had to bail a little bit off the point just to reset himself a bit. Batterside did go down at mine, unfortunately, as well, so Wacky's got that point for Blue. So Blue are going to be picking up some more points now as well. I Am Cat is doing a good point. He's not staying on the point. He's just line of sight a bit. Just went in there, unfortunately, just as I said that. He's just going to get downed as well, just on the blue side. 5 gauge is indeed doing a very good job at just ranging into the middle on the keep at the moment. They are a bit outnumbered, red, at the moment on this point. Blue, but they're pulling those points back. This must be frustrating for red. I'm not sure they even notice what's going on because they're really outnumbering them at the moment. But we do see that indeed Muffins has moved back to Henge to try and get some contention on that point. Need someone from red potentially to hit mine, which is happening right now. I Am Cat is indeed hitting the mine, so we're getting some points back for red now as well. We still got the mid cap, so red need to cap that mine and they need to move back ASAP to the keep. We do see that Tanny also just went down there, unfortunately, at the keep point. Just going to jump into Sir Batazai, who's actually in the mid as well. He's just been downed. There's no one really around to actually res him. Oh, red losing that point, unfortunately, now. Potentially losing another guy off the map, so they need to start really pushing either to far, try and maybe get some boss kills to get some pointage. Just ahead while they're losing the caps here at the moment. So we've got 2 cap going on for blue team. We've just got the 1 cap for the red. It does look like we've got a fight going over on at Svanir. Potentially they're heading over, but they've actually just rerouted to keep. We've got a lot going down here. Muffin's going down, getting a res there. He is back up at the moment. Oh. You see Mini Ken just supporting his team very well. Got a lot of boons going off. Let's go have a quick look at his spec, of course, running soldier runes, running a mace as well, so I'm hopefully going to see, not seeing the trait I would see for a mace, prefer to see a guardian with a mace going for that trait, which is increasing the heals by, the healing power, sorry, by 250, otherwise, and also a little bit of damage. Otherwise I'd probably go more for a scepter, try and get a little bit more control, but he is doing very well with his spec and the way he's playing at the moment. There's a lot going on at mid at the moment. He's got some great fights going on. Just going to go onto the point of view of this as DPS. There we go. Just hitting that sanctuary now. That sanctuary is a good place as well, just to stop people from coming into the point. But blue are really steaming ahead now.
Wow, they are a 3-point cap here from the good fights there. They really want to seal this deal. They really want to make sure that this is going to be their time to shine right now. Oh my gosh, they just got a boss kill. This is going to be putting them ahead very quickly here. And I do understand that the tornado is hovering over by my house right about now, and I'm probably going to get sucked up into a giant vortex. But I don't care. I'm going to cast Guild Wars too. So right now we do see Gideon.
Run with your child! Run now!
You want to die happy, right? Magic Toker and Gideon Z trying to grab this last point here. If they can hold on to this point and deal some more damage here, that is going to be another kill here for Team Good Fights. Can they do it? Can they seal the deal? This is going to be a very close matchup here. We are going to see a 2-point cap come out for Team Disney Channel, and we are going to see a 440 point to 350, 100 point advantage here. Can they grab it? Can they do this? Can Team Disney Channel come back from this and perform an all kill onto Team Good Fights? Good Fights, all they need to do is kill a couple more bosses when they spawn. If they spawn, we're about the 6-minute mark here. Can they grab it? And you know what, Jebro, this is going to be a very close game right now. All 3 points are being contested over and over again. We are going to see Gideon Z go down here in the mid area, as well as we are going to see Tranny a little bit low there, but going to be just fine here. And this is going to be very close. It looks like Disney Channel is coming up here very close now right now. I can't really get over the way that both teams are playing now. No one has any points right now. Nothing is happening. And the bosses will spawn here just momentarily, and we are going to see the Team Disney Channel actually grab a couple points here. Supply drop being dropped on here onto the Henge here. Sir very low here. He's going to try and pop some of those condition damage off, which he does so very eloquently. And one thing is going to be very apparent here. I mean, it is now a 65-point advantage here. That is going to be 1 more points added towards the Team Good Fights here. It's just so close here. 70-point advantage here right now. All they have to do, all Team Good Fights has to do is grab this chieftain, and they win the Apples and Axes first open tournament there. No one's going to go for it right now. They're all kind of congregating over here onto this henge area here. No one's going for this point here, and just a ton of battles here going on right now. There's going to be another stomp here on here for Team Good Fights. Jebro, this is just so close.
I don't know. They're 20 points away. If they only need 3 kills, I don't see blue. I don't see blue leaving. I don't see blue losing this. Really, they've got a capture point. They all need to burst right into that. And blue have only got to get a boss down to win it. They're on the boss now. The boss is dead, and they've won.
Game, everybody. Congratulations to Team Good Fights, sealing the deal 4-1, completely annihilating Team Disney Channel, which was the crowd favorite in this Apples and Axes tournament. They're going to be crowned the victor. And everybody, I just what a great game and what a great finisher to end it off. We have a tornado, and we even have a a very, very close game here. They were only 70 points away from actually grabbing this title here, and they did an excellent job.
Yeah, they really were. Unfortunately, they couldn't come back for it. Good Fight's just too strong overall, really, to do that. I mean, yeah, smashing. They did really good job. Really, really fun matches up, and we've had a really, really good tournament as well. All these guys doing really well, and well done to Good Fights and Disney Channel to get into the final. Good Fights really, really showing how strong and focused they are, and how they can use the map to their advantage, and just kicking ass, really.
No, I would definitely agree.